The most dangerous sentence an AI can say to you is this: "You're absolutely right." Not because the machine is lying, but because it may be ending a thought that should have remained open. You ask it whether you should leave a job, whether your friend betrayed you, whether your idea is brilliant, or whether the person who disagrees with you simply does not understand. And the machine, infinitely patient, articulate, available at 2 a.m, gives you the feeling that human disagreement rarely gives you. It makes your position sound coherent. It makes your motives sound noble. It makes you feel seen. That feeling is not wisdom. It is agreement. And agreement is one of the oldest sedatives in the world. More than 2,000 years ago, Socrates became famous for doing almost the opposite. He did not walk through Athens giving people the answers they wanted. He asked them questions they could not comfortably answer. What do you mean by justice? Does your definition still hold in this case? If both statements are true, why do they contradict each other? The point was not humiliation. The point was to discover where confidence had outrun understanding. The Socratic method does not begin by filling an empty mind with answers. It tests whether the answers already inside us can stand together without collapsing. Socrates offered something more valuable than reassurance, a chance to notice your own contradiction before reality did it for you.
By default, we have built the opposite of Socrates. Not an interrogator, a polite oracle. Modern AI is often designed to be helpful, smooth, responsive, and emotionally legible. Those are useful qualities. But when helpfulness becomes more important than resistance, the machine can begin to mirror the user's premise instead of examining it. This has a technical name: sycophancy. Not flattery in the old-fashioned sense, something quieter, a tendency to protect the conversation from the friction of contradiction. Recent research on AI advice found that chatbots can affirm a user's position more often than people do, including in interpersonal situations where the user may be wrong. Participants tended to prefer the agreeable systems, even as the agreement made them more certain of themselves. Of course they preferred it. We all do. A person who challenges us costs something. They slow us down. They ask us to revise our story. They make us feel, for a moment, less complete. A machine that agrees with us costs almost nothing. That is precisely the danger.
The problem is not that AI sometimes gives a wrong answer. The problem is subtler. It can help you become more persuasive about the wrong question. There is a difference between asking, "Is my plan sound?" and asking, "Help me explain why my plan is sound." The first invitation leaves room for discovery. The second one recruits the machine into your defense. A powerful language model can build the strongest case for almost any position. That means it can turn a half-formed intuition into a polished argument before you have had time to test whether the intuition deserved to survive. The danger is not manipulation by a hostile machine. It is collusion with a friendly one. Not because the machine wants to deceive you, because it is responding to the direction you gave it, and because it cannot care whether your comfort is costing you clarity.
There is another way to use it, not as an oracle, as a rigorous interlocutor. Before you ask for an answer, ask the machine to question your premise. Ask it, "What am I assuming that may not be true?" Make the strongest case against my position before you make the case for it. What evidence would change my mind, and what evidence would change yours? This is not a prompt trick. It is a discipline. The point is not to make the AI sound more intelligent. The point is to make you less certain too early. Socrates did not create truth by asking questions. He created the conditions under which a person could no longer confuse confidence with knowledge. That is what a better AI can help us do. Not replace judgment. Exercise it.
The machine that agrees with you will often feel like an ally, and sometimes it will be. But an ally who never disagrees is not protecting you. They are protecting your first draft of reality. The real promise of AI is not that it will answer every question. It is that it can help us ask better ones. But that promise depends on a choice. No model can make for us. Whether we want to be affirmed or whether we want to be changed. An answer that agrees with you can close a thought. A question that resists you can begin one.